July tene diring atai getting to know plants skola silche sino halalang malap getting to know zena ngata pata chachis plants skola su getting to know zena su skola pata chachis zena plants skola teu chapter number 4 class 6 thalale. Go outside and observe all the plants around you. Do you see that some plants are small, some very big, while some are just patches of green on the soil? Some have green. Okay, ta cheese ete nok sanai chu pe ngata philoga song teu observe chus lo ngata stos lo ngata around ngati thakor thamala tene ngata chir thondu plant thongdo lo some plant mangat plant khachik chinmori very big, some are just patches mane khachik ta mane sai thilla grass yamina chap sala thalbe khatok pa chap nyunjik zetna patches yang small khachik small young doors different young doors. Some have green leaves while some other have reddish one. Khachiga green color leaf yanok khachiga red color leaf duk. Some have huge red flowers, some have tiny blue ones, while some have none. We do see a variety of plants existing all around us near our homes. Tene khachiga chi duglo reddish hala red color flower duglo flowers in a minto hala. Tene khachiga blue color duglo color minda color flower ang dug satano hala. Then varieties and so different color nang different shape nang size plants thonduk so ngata khampi khat dun la hala in the school ground on the way to school in the parks and garden tangatang taksangai khampi dun la variety thominu glejana tene yang park rikhala kao malab ki garden riksore chana different plant chik size se amok pa khajik chun khajik yang color riyot kya zitno te upar pelanga ta school acha jane school ground te thama changma thono yang parks nang garden samna thono. Let us get to know the different part of any plant that te plant changme hala different parts yut kyakte u chamas ko langa ti silen lo tanga tang nature works na chi janok jana a nature works na ngata nature na songs the dulces forest na dulces hala teni garden na dulces te nature works hala. This will help us understand the difference between plant of different kind. Tangata different part of plant is called silen. Then different part of plant is called silzane. Then ngata different kind of plant kan pata chano. Can you label the stem, branch, root, leaf, flowers and fruit of the plant shown in figure 4.1? Color the parts of the plant. Then ngata I hala ngata parts of the plant zikan jiktang to the diagram jiktang to kyanglo te diagram na ta jaise ki ini yang okay activity task to okay tene ngata figure 4.1 lo figure 4.1 I bojitno in naksha bojitno halale okay te changma hala can you label them stem ka onok branch ka onok tene stem ka onok te changma skola zero leaf ka no hala ti changma zero okay tanga tai kan part 4.2 jiktang do figure 4.2 part of the plant jete root stem ka no jana sai thilayut kan hala root stem jete duk kawa type nis duk primary root ko ma chap sala sa thuks testing ni yang branch akala secondary root jetu tene yang plant nang ne yang chunrik sket na bird zetu tene inang ne yang plant soma so mala loma ri jore beings na nodes zetu tene in loma nang I branch kune juwa internodes zetu tene leaf stem hala fruits flowers zetu do shoots zetu no hala herbs, shrubs and trees that they are planted of herbs, shrubs and trees they chief ming so tax the na kongone size just the look closely at the stem and branch of plant much smaller than you ngati sang kurang rang sang chun hala ngati sang chun height chun plant restos lo plant that are about your size then ngatang na thanda size yut kane plant khachigas tos lo testing ni plant which are smaller than you khachik plant tu yut kyakpa ngati sang chun yut kyakpa hala feel their stem and try to bend them gently to see if they are tender or hard tender jena frante jimana ta frante raga merakte so da jese ki ngata ika plant jigo nakato I plant sospo is orguste kyong lo hala te korang ika dukto nakato kuri sai se plant cham duk kuri sang chenmo plant cham duk kuri sang chune plant cham duk te samal tos lo observe chos te na I table bina dichese nokta hala the name plants name and tomato plants plant po he tomato korang sa to tomato ki kan plant po kazu duk short chik do color koi stem color green do tender do thick do hard do khala te chama color column third pe na this do branch o the branch po mane base khuri khane yong do like khatok she song te tene branch beru khala base na ina side dun la khora branch ping do kazuk tuk hala category herbs no shrubs no tene te som mango song very tall ngati sang chha du khala tene thick du tene yes hard shante raga merak tene green tenders na te sam shante metkan types exetno hala height up to the stem do minuk hala tene trees tene lemon bo ngari height chik chok nakato tene ko hard do chi du jana ko shante duglo tene base khuri khane ta ikan lemon nakato I base khuri khane branch pe at hala tene ko trees chilo shrubs na yong duglo take care of the stem does not break tangata ikane khone izung mala band choose sabi shi band choose mala plant bo sabi shi band choose mala te jane chak ma chuk zetno hagwal not break hug the tall branch to see how thick their stems are then stems po thukmo yo na chamjik thukmo rak nge la uzo thuk nge na ra gap hala kho hak choose te otos toslo we also need to notice from where the branches grow in some plant tenga ta tyo notice choose ki branch po kazo skiru malap thakring je malap sai sang kha to asong te branch kiru anga ta changma choksla skiru yang sai dun bola skiru kazam har chika skiru te oslo close to the ground or height up in the stems ke chate mane thakring je skiru te oslo chisto jana branch ka chokse grow charuglo we will now group all the plants we observe tangata chamjik plant thops to nate chamangati group joins ro some examples are shown you can feel the column 1 tengate example guna show chosto duglo tangata column 1 ngata feel chosto no hala suggestion student can work in group 4 or 5 so that a minimum number of plants are harmed or damaged tangata tu rere mane plant rere sa songste chak te tuk chuk ma chose no student group choste te ne plant rere sta ches group nga tu choste te taki nga ta nyun chilo harm chun hala nyun nga ta destruction nyun chun you may also use weeds with soft stem for activity weeds na ka nga ta mido cheshan plant hala nga ta garden na mido cheshan mana sasngan demne o changma nga ta pinches o chos khama use shows lo chune fia short plan fia do you know what weeds are weeds chino pata yo dalo in crop field lawn or in pots some of unwanted plant or weeds start growing unwanted jena want jena negotiation unwanted jena negotiation plants etno hala teo yot na ngati chilo plants kun nyampo yot na tewa weeds era hala have you seen farmers removing these weeds from their field ekhane ngata weeds kun thena no hala teo thena la thong sa etno hagoi okay 2 and 3 for many plants fill in the column leader based on these characters most plant can be classified into the ikandone investing ni no pala okay we will you can fill column 1 2 and 3 for many more plant column 4 5 6 and column mang pocho na ngenti no seton okay based on these characters most plants can be classified into 3 categories plant changma categories so menanga ta divide chungin duglo they take categories chi dugna herbs shrubs trees ete chi duglo herbs shrubs trees ete duglo okay this in the herbs ka no zana i plant ba herbs ete like chun type da shrubs na i plant herbs sang like cheji ma trees kun na chunji tewa iwa shrubs and all teni trees and type so many on dogs the plants sama hala okay so next plants with green and tender stems are called herbs plant ka green nang tender stems yo tewa chi janolo herbs and all malaki plant what are herbs na plant with green and tender stems yutna tewa chizanoglo herbs anoglo. They are usually short and may not have many branches. Kosama short yanoglo mangchat short yanoglo susan herbs ile herbs. Dene tizam branch yamanoglo tizam mangpo branch yamitya. Some plants develop branch near the base of the stems. The stems are hard but not very thick. Such plants are called shrubs. Then plant kachiga branch tenna isu branch near the base stem inokwa stem base sokune iwo plant nakato plant stem nakato tako ne branch chache start chatka te wazano shrubs anolo. The herbs latizam branch yamit kakhele may not have many branch yong kyak mar many mangpo yamit kyak ma shrubs kuna branch kyak but they stem dun khurane kyak. Some plants are very tall and have hard and thick stem. Plant khajikte tall chenmo kyak ki khona hard nang thick stem kyak. The stems have branch in the upper part much above the ground. Stems kuna tene khajiga hard nang thick stem kyak teo upper part mal chenmo malap ta izam jik stems kids heart the testing ni yung chamana branch kyak to teo na cheese shok trees just teo la trees just mata changme ge alga sok changma che khatok sok ngi yung da. Based on the above characteristics, can you classify the plant listed on the table column 4 in the 4.1 enang ni 4.1 e column 4 nazir herbs in a short yung da trees in a chinmo ringmo hala kona branch yung da yamen okay shrubs in a shrub branch yung ano tene yang chiot kyang lezena yampo kone stems kuri dun gone izuk branch pings chat kya iwatizam branch meng pomit kan jikdo branch yot nang ta man te thin jikdo you branch tenna shrubs dunla you shrubs anok tenna dunla itkalna shrubs and you trees hala koi stem bo chen mo song tenang testing ni yang branch to minugle ota zeteno okay. So, plants with weak stems that cannot stand upright but spread on the ground are called creepers. Plant khachik tizuk shoot yak our weak stem yak weak sena mane malab tizam shante met kan weak yot kya hala te ona chiza nok zana creepers anok te ona chiza no creepers anok while those that take support and climb up are called climbers. Then support nena te ona chiza no climbers no. These are different from herbs, shrubs and trees. They are different in oglo ta herbs creepers and climbers so no herbs, shrubs and trees sang hala. Perhaps there are some plant in your school or at your home that you take care of. Write down the names of any. Then kona tizukshik plants rik thongsten no lokao school ni yamana company hala yot kona thong teoni mingun dislo herbs trees ni se ming dislo shrub ni se ming dislo herb ni se creepers ni se growing in your house yamana school kazu ni se ming dislo that trees alak ayano te sok sam hala that testing ata next to stems and observe closely stems of different plant around you. Now write down structure part grown by the stem. Compare your observations with that of your friend. What do you find? Stems bear leaves, branches, birds, flowers, and fruit. Then karachi thonduglo stems na leaf, then a branch, then a birds, fruits, so thangma thongdo stems kuri kane mangchat mongata fruits nang te thongma stems kane thonok indole you shoot izugunokpa ta stems no itama stems no stems kane tene leaf ayonduk bird ayonduk tene fruits ayonduk flower ando aminugle otos eteno sane okay. Activity 2 tayang activity just do we would require a glass water red or blue ink and a soft stem. Pour water to fill 1/3 of the glass. Add a few drops of red or blue ink to the water. Cut the base of the stem and put it in the glass shown. Observe the setup. Does the color appear in the stem? You will find that the color rips in the stem if this is kept for a longer period the color okay tene nga ta chi choose lo zena nga ta glass shi khong lo tene glass po phechi nga ta chur kong lo tene tewe na ink tong lo yamana blue tong lo yamana red tong lo this tene nga ta plant jik jot lo plant jik khoi stem khani zo jot lo tene kho board lo tene mane mang ta mang pa burshi no hele jak chi borte mi chi jak ni shik chi borshi no tene e color bo stem na song te duas tos lo appears in the veins of the leaves then even ki ka leaves yot kya pala leaves se veins ku ni khang chang song to dos to the veins ka waza no zana izua lo ma na to izua ini do la izua zuk to ta yamna branch to to leaves no hala how do you think the color reached there kazo lips kya samana lo from this activity we see that stems help in upward movement of the water e activity kaninga ta teo pata chano ki stems po help in upward movement ko khato stems pe jaste chun do china khato chano ze kan bo plus pata song the water and minerals go to the leaf and other part of the plant attached to the stem ne so songs te ne water na minerals leaf sang me kan chakan bo e activity khane pata song zo chezana activity na color tang to dal chuina color tang pa color bo stem goma stem ne so songs te ne leaves guna yo thongat ka halal leaf events ni so chala thongat ka teo zete no okay water move after the stem and rich leaf in large view of open system this thing is stem is thing leaf is kola secheno observe the leaf of some plant around you and draw them in your notebook ata leaf khachi khonglo tene notebook ha krai naksha choose lo hala are the all leaves of same size shape na color dual changma tox duas the question is no tangata philo achik cha jenga po different kind of leaf shape nang size changma so thongche no pala deoje no how are leaves attached to the stem leaves kun stem nang kazo attached yote no lo the part of the leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole takap part po hala leaf po attach yot stem nang tewa stem na ya po chi attach yot tewa chi zanolo petioles ranolo ikhane dole stem ino pa stem stem ina kato stem na ya po izo chilo branch part yot kya pa attach yot kya pa tewa chi zanolo petioles zanolo okay the broad green part of the leaf is called lamina tene e broad spot is a loma khorang spot ingati chi zanolo lamina zanolo okay can you identify these parts of the leaf in plant around you? Do all the leaves have petiole? Petiole changmala leaf changmala petiole yutyalo. Let us get to know the leaf better by taking its impression. If you thought that leaves cannot sign, here is an activity which make you think again. Tenengata sign chungena mog leafa sign chungena manozana in activity just tewa day activity khane khona sambayo anok zakan chosizet hala okay put a leaf under a white sheet of paper or sheet in your notebook tinangata copy ji yoga ngata leaf loma ji borlo hold it to the place shown so hold your pencil tip sideways and rub it on tinangata yokpa chilo paper yopa leaf board te khatok pa izo no hala paper having the leaf below did get impression at the some lines impression yong do azeto are they similar to this on the leaf nang chuks yong do azeto yoga ngata leaf board to kyakpa te chuks la yong do azeto these lines on the leaf are called veins tenangata leaf ka ta jesiki izuk chus tenangata you leaf chus tenakato izo a line chuks bi kyakpa izo a leaf izo a binkan la iwa chiza no lo iwangati veins anolo do you see a prominent line in the middle of the is a jungji kura ngata line jik thondo alo tewa midribs anolo this is called midrib the design made by veins in a leaf is called leaf venitations design just kan ba tewa chiz anolo leaf venitations anolo if this design is not like on both sides of the midrib, the vegetation is rectangular. In the leaves of grass, in the leaves of grass, if you might have seen that the veins are parallel to one another. This is parallel vegetation. Kaltes ka to veins sang mahala is a parallel chokla yo adthona they were parallel vegetation sera no. Observe the vegetation as in as many leaves as you follow without removing them from the plant. Malap chat machata leaf mangpo observe chus to no samjig leaf thon hala okay ta ini duale e leaf na e leaf il to sang konang izwa mi veins duale iwa veins ano iwa midribs ano te iwa kya ta iwe ewe reticulates ano chezana izuk juste nang izwa duale mala pura parallel में ता reticulate जानो युवा reticulate ता इने भी वेका पूरा leaf इजुगा युतना parallel जितनो चीज जितनो parallel इजुआ माले parallel repeat क्या तो shall we now find out some of the function of leaf tangata function leaf e function chil dunga ti pata chuen jeto then yang activity jik choches to khala we will require a herb, two transparent polythene bags and a thread then ngata herb she goes to the herb she khala herb she goes to herb to some plant chuni na oto just then a two transparent bag she goes to and thread chango to transparent bag hala do this activity daytime on sunny day mane ngima yot sajik ne chos lo e activity hola use a healthy well watered plant that has been growing in the sun that plant because of she use na healthy use healthy jana mane shiki metkan tik tak she use enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene cover and tie it up mouth showing figure 11 isoxla poly bag she so cover chuste na tene ka dom setno tie up to the mouth of the another empty polythene cover and keep it also in the sun tene ngima borlo after few hours observe the inner surface of the cover tene observe the inner surface what do you see after are there any droplets of water how do you think they get there what do you see are there any droplets of water how do you think they get there don't forget to remove the polybag after the activity gamle na plant you na ozuk shi just bota da te thena la jet majit hezet no water come out of leaves water chu the zilpa of being state kakpa te kan yongsten na lome kan yongsten of vapors by the process is called transpiration namjik chujik lome kan bi na chu hala lome khane chubi and te process for transpirations and how plant release a lot of water into the air through this process transpiration so that chumang po pull out put a nose though why do we tie a cover around the leaves how would you have seen the water evaporate if have not tied the polythene is a dam maldam spina ikane chu kan beings the kan pata chamano pache then ika bang borna tene ko beings the chachno water evaporations on the auto pata chachis that I just no so what makes the water appears on the polythene bag in chapter 5 we will notice that water changes into different form of in our activities tangata chu so shik che yonsta no kazo yonsta no se kan bo chapter 5 ena silches no so can you think of these and name the process that makes water drops appears on the polythene cover? Polythene cover rekha kazuga yongsteno sekante chek sambek tana yang te process pa ming jigo to pa te ming ba chino se te koshish sambek tang che se koshish chuenas to leaf also have another function leaf a young function ra yalo ta young function chi ta chu khwe bordwa chu evaporation cha chukwa leaf a function chick no young function chick dux den hala we would require a leaf spirit beaker test tube burner water watch glass and iodine solution for the activity tangata leaf she goes ano iodine solution goes anolo spirit goes anolo ngata izo spirits na izo zano I zimting tsoxpa zano hele okay test tubes na ichun bo test tubes no tene testing ni watch glass iwa watch glass zano tiral I tabim tsoxtol auto watch glass zano take a leaf in a test tube and pour spirit to completely immerse the leaf tene ngata izo hala leaf po nga tai iodine solution in a ninjas fe hala leaf nen lo tene completely immersed chase fe nga ta otena ati is spirit channel since activity involved the use of spirit and heating it advised to demonstrate okay spirit po ina wazano khala lete na zukwa tanga tai leaf shignen chino iodine solution jigno iodine solution mena pura leaf po ati tang cheseno khala mano okay so now place the test tube in a beaker half filled with water. Heat the beaker till it's the color of from the leaf come out of and into the spirit in the test tube. Then nga tay ina nga tay izuk tas kyak pa test tube na hala leaf shik tas kyak pa te tsok tizam supe khol chu nam supe khoi color khoram bings tim yong lo. Take out the leaf carefully and wash it in water. Chuna ya poyang ko thuslo and pour some iodine solution. Go mata tenna leaf po kyons tenang tene chuna tangs te tene I spirit khato ga borshi no ezu khato hala bor tena tene khol chuk che no sitno hala khol chuk tena tene te philo pings te tena te ka iodine solution jik tang che no. What do you observe? Compare your observation with those done in chapter 1. When you tested food presence in different nutrient, does this mean the leaf has a starch in it? Tenga te iodine solution na ngata color change chaching ya po hala ate first chapter na siltit kyaklo te zani change chana nutrition hala yut kan pata chana pa tene iodine na ni change chatna tene starch in kan pata som to na mano to color change na. In chapter 1, we saw that slice of raw potato shown in the presence of starch. Potato gets starch from their leaves and store it. Potato angati alu nang ko starch duk zerkar ngata chapter 1 na pata sumte no lo. Te alu wo na starch na kan yung skyak na khoi na store choste borat kya lo. Leaves prepare the food. Leaves chichurong zana prepare zana chuano zatno khaji chuano. Presence of sunlight and a green colored substance present in them. For this, they also use water and carbon dioxide. This process is called photosynthesis. The process pachi zano lozena photosynthesis zano namji leaf kharji chwa thala leaf kharji chwa no sto loma vejaste kharji chwa no the process pachi zano lo photosynthesis zano lo yango maninge it's actually explained you na. Leaves prepare the food in the presence of sunlight and green color substance present in them. Leaf la green color jigamine te o ya to chwa ya kharji chwa la ma khola sunlight ko san leaf prepare food kharji chwa no in presence of sunlight gosano and a green color substance present in them. For this, they use water and carbon dioxide. They prepare chuala kharji chuala tene yang chi gosano zana water and carbon dioxide gosano. They process pachi zano photosynthesis zano. Oxygen is given out in this process. Te zaninga ta te kharji chuzane oxygen philo piano. The food prepared by the leaf ultimately gets stored in different part of the plant. Food ka kharji ka leaf choose te wo sting ni chi chano zana different part of the plant a different part with kyapa te changmena store chano sto. We have seen that the stem supplies leaf with water. The leaf use water to make food. Tenenga ta te osi thongs de no ki stem chu kyong du khala leaf supe khamina supply churu sto. Te chubo kwe leaf chi cho use chano zana kharji chola use chano sto. The leaf also lose water through transpiration. Tene leaf water lose chano chu metkan chano by the process of transpiration. How do the stem and leaf get water? Then stem nang leaf chu kazo leba no. So this is where it comes in root. Then chu kwang thop goes by stem ang kani kwano zana rooted through the kwano. So tangata stem ang silsar and leaf ang silsar tangata next part pono root you know. Look at figure 4.313. Who do you think is watering their plant correctly? Pehli or bujao? Takho iska water ta thon kya. Bujao we chi churuzana leaf kha tang dole. Pehli we chi churuzana root kha malaki gamla we na tang do you khoi phila tang do. Taka we tik tang steno. Pehli tik tang steno. Halan okay. So which part of the plant is in the soil? Ka part yut kya soil enang ko azetno. Soil nang ko nam thalbe nang ko parchga mina thalbe nang ko tangche sang ton tak shigot no pahala thalbe nang ko parchga mina teo thalba men nang skia mano hele so te thalbe nang ko tangka ne part pachi za noklo. Let us learn more about this part from the following activity. The next activity 6 nang ngata pata chano what is te part puchino sito. You would require 2 pot ngata pot ngis kos dog sito hala 2 pot. Some soil khurpi for digging, some soil gosano so khurpi zena te zo chishok tanga tai root scotches type chimo also chodo blade or a pair of scissors or and water chugose no. This activity to be done in group of 4 na 5 students nya po group na choslo. Select 2 plants in the same kind from open ground and dig them out with the root. Tene ground jikane pura plant nis khong tene khon pat zo chichoste dig zena zechama shkoste tene pings tikonglo. Take care of their root, do not break. Teo take care choslo khoi root po chat mi chukte. Plant one of them pot A hala put chik po pot A na tonglo and cut the root from the other plant yang chik kane root po metkan choslo tene pot bhina tonglo. Water them regularly. Observe the plant for a week. Are they both healthy? Water chu tonglo tene khong iska regular stain duglo tene khong iska thik duga stain dug hala. Both the plants are watering regularly. Niska chok la chu tang skek niska plant niska la, but one without root isn't it. Manga chik wachi me kyak bi pot penait kanla root me kyaklo. Does this activity help you understand an important function of the root? Then chik po shit kyak pahala tefya tene root yung goshes khakchan inok ze kan bo ta ha go sa zeteno. Okay, then activity 7 duknya next activity khalale. Okay, we would require seed of gram and beans, cotton, katori ball in some water. Chujina the seeds question also. Take 2 katoris ball, place some wet cotton in them. Cotton yang tena tonglo 3 to 4 put 3 to 4 seeds of the gram in one and maize in other. Maize khachigena nisum maize board khachigena gram board lo hala. Okay, keep the cotton wet and sparkling water every day. Tangata ball jina cotton jigbur kya tevena tene seeds kuntang kya tene tevena chu cotton bolom pa chuin bor kya until sprout have grown is a skya kya druto kala tenga te shanmarik bangs the bonang sketchen ma hala otosto. After a week, try to separate the young plant from the cotton. Tene I cotton and young plant bos thin lo hala so choslo. Was it easy to separate the cotton from the root? Root nang cotton bo separate chola easy raga seteno chemeteno chezena pat shante thamse botkya. In activity C, we could not pull out the plant from the soil. Right, we dug them out. This is because root help in root chicho kyavana holding the plant firmly to the soil. Cotton nang ya pa phing na me kya khala iska malab root yang chichi chu khano nyampo man shante thumbs down borano. They anchor the plant to the soil. Anchors in a thumbs de borano hala. You have seen that there are different kind of stems and leaf. Do the root also have variety? Tengata te ota thongski stem nang leaf the different yung dus to the root on different you ano so you ano setno teni yang teo pata chuche fe activity 8 chuche no hawan. Now figure study figure 4.6 a nang being discussed those lo te make just hala. Now looked at the root of the gram plants you have pulled out from the cotton in the previous activity. Tangati te nang ten ke kala te ten tang like easy ta make but te nang te ten ka ni izukunas those lo. Do they look like root grown? Then a root so tondo is the root of skest or those in the figure B. What about roots of the maize plant? Write gram or maize in the blank space and figure out which matching the root. Kawa ebo maize ebo gram ebo kawo teo gomata activity choose lo testing ati ka dis lo maize in a mean you maize evena maize, you gram ena gram is the D's of the activity just no. In what way are the root of gram in maize similar? Maize na gram niske root pokazu similar duglo, sos duglo. In what way they are different? Kaltas kato soso yodna kazuga soso duglo. And there are some seems to be two different type of root, isn't it? Kongiska root soso tsokshik thongduk ba thoamino halazet no. Are there also a type of root? Iska matlab root ang type yotte in kya hazet. Then a question number 9, activity 9. Go to open ground where many wild plants are growing. Tam tuk ground jika tuk jaga jika song kawana wild plant mang push kiat lo. Dig out a few and wash the soil off and root and observe then. Pura zuk chuslo. Kachik malab skos te wash chuslo hala soil bu wash of wash the soil of the root and observe chuslo. Do you find that all of them have either the kind of root shown in figure 4.1? Tsokshi duga te opata chuslo figure hala zuna tangata izo pink stick konskerpa tene so plant so konspasa kazo root kun kazo dux toslo tene e wo tape rooting kya kana branch chik khane mangpo bings te kya khala tene b wo fibrous rooting kya kana mang pe duale khorang so the root of this kind shown in the main root is called tape root. You are tape roots are no main root and the smaller root are called tene yang chun kuna chizanolo lateral roots and plant with root are shown in figure do not have have main root tangata fibrous root po biweka main root me kya setno all the root seem similar and these are fibrous root then even a fibrous root in oglo main if a main is root main branch na itama yang chun na lateral zekya na lateral zekya that in this case ngata fibrous roots is na main root chigmani mettino hawan. Okay, separate the plant you have collected into two groups. In group A, put this put those a group A when atizuk shukbot kawana tape root yons and group B when atizuk bot kawa fibrous root yons lo. Look at the leaves of the plant in the group. What kind of venetations do they have? What kind of vegetation do you see for plant group B? Then a cuts of vegetation leaves la tos lo tangan leaf as tos then a leaf pokazo cuts of venetations tos lo hala. Do you notice that leaf venetations and type of root in the plant are related? Tengata I leaf vegetation ng plant root kun related kinds of shiktondo as tos lo. Okay. So a very interesting way. Can you match the type of leaf vegetation and the type of root from the plant you have studied in the activity? Kone plant chilo leaf astaste kone plant rootlas izukum distinguish zeringin chela aseteno hala parallel leaf dua ini iune leaf na katsostuk reticulate dua katsostuk tate staste tene kone root type katsostuk tape root dua tene chiduk yamana chilo fibrous root teo samas toslo. We have learned that root absorb water tengata taksa teo patasong ki root chi chonolo water absorb chonolo mineral ang absorb chonolo from the soil and the stem conduct these leaves and other part of the plant tene stem khera no conduct khera no te leaf nang yang other part yut kya plant te changma khera no lo chi soil chilo minerals nang water khera no lo. The leaves prepare food tene leaves se chi chonolo kharji chonolo tene kharji leaves se chos na food travels through the stem and store different part of the plant tene kharji bo young stem ne so song te hala kharji leaf na chos te young stem ne so song te young different part of the plant ta no lo stem and stored in different part. We eat some of this root जैसे कि ngata root khachi gen root na bora kya store chat kya khala khaji chokan bo khaji choches po switch chos kya loma vechos the root na kya the root po carrot no reddish no sweet potato turnip and topico te changma ngata roots no te ngata khachi ngata zat kya sto. We also eat many other part of the plant. Food is stored. Do you see the stem is like a street of two-way traffic. Then khona teo pata songs la stem bo two-way traffic sa awona just nang chache sala ocho shik pat ngati observe chosa kuri observe chosa setno. Write the name of the material that goes up in the stem and which comes down. Khato ka o chanok yo achi yo anok teo ngata dis lo khato achi chanole water and mineral chache no pala yo achi anok jana food yo anok hala. Okay, step 2. Right. In the next section, we will study about the structure of flower. The next section binangata flowers iskola silen los hala. So, flower, you are shown 3 branches of the rose. Rose is 3 branch first pina a leafless branch, leaf mit kanjik, second a branch with leaves, and the third with the branch with leaf and flower niskatena. Which color did you use for the flower? Flower if you cut color ngati use choose pin lo or all flower colorful yung dolo. Have you ever seen flowers on grass, meat, wheat, maize, mango, or gawa? Kotamika flower thong sa jeto weeds kunika. Hala. Ta korang na ngata mango na matong ayot nang mahal ngata grass thong tenok ba normal grass na wheat kun thong tenok ba nas tos kun hala te chang me khang ngata izu flower chak do as ten do are those brightly color te bright yong do. Let us study few flowers ta ngata flowers sos kun la chek silence to. When choosing flower to study, avoid using marigold, chrysanthemum or sunflower. You will learn in higher classes they are not single flowers but group of flowers. Then teo stinging ata zeren ki teo group of flowers not single flower man of the sting sila no stock. Okay, activity 10. We would require 1 bud or 2 fresh flowers each of the following: datura, china rose, mustard, brinjal, ladyfinger, gulmour. It's a menang flowers ko shirak satano. Also a blade tinayang blade chiko shirak to glass lights with a sheet of paper and magnifying glass. Titsama go shirak to. Now observe figure 4.20 carefully. Look at the prominent part of the open flower. Tangata flower prominent parts kunangatisto. These are the petals. Te onangata chis anolo petals anolo even petals anolo then even sepals and all different different flowers have petals of different color different petals with yellow. Where do you think the petals are in a closed bud? Closed yutna te petals ka ne khana pata chara lo. Did you see that these parts are made of a small leaf-like structure? That you wanna petals and petals hala. They are called sepals. Okay. Bird na malaki birds na ka jano jana ta so much catches you aminale ta patum zemla patum na yot kya petals na yot te cover chusto kya sui cover chusto kya na sepal cover chusto no strondal. Which is the most petals are in a closed bud china, which is most prominent in bud pina hala iwas and sepals no hala. Take a flower and observe the petals and sepals. Now answer the following question: how many sepals do you have? Do it have? Te plants you kapa. Ngati plants la tam sepals dukte sislo. Are they joined together? Yampo joined dualo. Joined just dua. What are the color of the petal and sepals? Petal a color chiduk, sepal a color chiduk toslo. How many petals does the flower have? Flower la some petal duglo tenga ti mentok pose mentok e chisok ta petals na ngata jino loma man pa ti khorang mentok khorang bu cham duglo. Are they joined to one another or separated? Kon join dua separate so dug to. Do the flowers with joined sepals have petals that are separated and they also join together? Then flowers kun sepals kun join just the petals na po hala. Sepals have petals that are separated and are also joined together. With joined sepals have petals that hala joined sepals joined nakato petal ang joined duga zekanju question jisto takazo shidukte ostacheseno hawan. Okay, fill the table based on the observation of the whole classes. Add observation to the table from the frill tips to the locality where there are plants with flowers. Fill the 2 column later. To see the inner part of the flower, tangata ikani table 4.1 bunga ti skong lo ta table nga ta plant la ten nang tenes tang chesno. To see the inner part of the flower clearly, you have to cut it open if petals are joined do amino pura chat go sano hala in datura and all be bell-shaped flower, the petals have been cut likewise and spread. Tinangata chat tenis task okay. Tangata name of the flower chino na rose no. The number of color of petals na many hala. Tamdu. Number of color of petals tamdu. Hala. Number of color of sepals samdu na mangpodu. Tene color chiduk. Tene number of petals samdu na 5 maniminu are the sepals sama joined du azana separate duk. Tene stamens are then free or joined free duk. Tanga taka so duk te observe treatures start treatures no hala okay. So out of the inner part can be seen. Remove the sepal and petals to see the is a remove chose lo sepal and petals korang so hala. Compare your flowers with the illustration and identify stamens and pistil. Tesane kulia zuk chua jenga po stamen nang pistil nga te observe chuslo. Itok shiyong chen ba sting ni nang kuwa songte. Gomata nga ta chiwa no zana sepal zano. Tenang kuwa petals zano. Tangata pilok ni chana hi. Tenang kuwa itok strict part yung chen ba te onas toslo. Okay. Compare your flowers with identify the stamens and pistil. Stamen ng pistil nga ta identify choose lo halal. Okay. Looked at the figure 4.323 carefully. It shows different kind of stamen present in the different flower. Flower in a different color part or type of stamen okay, can you recognize the two parts of the stamen in your flower? Tangata flower kurtu kya pate non stamen ka nokte pata chungin chira zeteno. How many stamens are there in your flower? Ngati khutut kan rana khutut kan flowers pena some stamen do one stamen and label its part ngata stamen chi tene label choslo. A ball shaped flower is also no then is a chick chat tena pistil stamen and third hala otisama zetno part of the plant. So the innermost part of the plant is called pistil. If you cannot see it completely, remove the remaining stamen. Identify then stamen mangpo nakado stamens kun ten lo stamens kun ten tenang tene toslo. Draw a neat label diagram of pistil of your flower. Flower kuri flower chi kutat nang tewe neat lakmo diagram jit sok shik choslo. Okay. Next activity. Let us now study the structure of ovary. Ovary structure it is lowermost and the swollen part of the pistil. Pistil is lowermost sang yok nang tsek shik baskan so bobo achakan so po swollen zena tsek boskan tsek po tiwa chizanong lo pistil zeno chilo ovary no. We will cut this part and study the inside. Then ang kuchi dukte osten lo. 2.5 in dwale 2.5 is 4.25 hala is a chotlo. Carefully understand how it to cut the flower. Is a kazu a chote demuchos testoslo. Is a chatemano hele is a chesteno tangata. You can say in chemina cutting over the ovary longitudinal and transverse hala. Okay. Cut the ovary into two different ways in the shown hala. To prevent them from dying, put a drop of water in each of the pieces of the ovary you have cut. Chap chat kan bo hala. Chik izo a transverse la chik katok ne so zo a chat cheseno hala. Otewa ngata chik tong lo tene ngata those lost inner structure of the longitudinal cut a wo longitudinal cut no before transverse cut no hala. You longitudinal cut sonto you transverse cut sonto no. Observe the inner part of the ovary using the lens use chuslo. Do you see some small beads like structure inside the ovary? Beads like structures and is chilo shanmarik thong do lo te ovary nang ko hala te wona chiza no lo ovules sano ovary ta bulge po ovaries to te we nang ko nga time bead like structure ba ovules to. Draw a label the inner part of the ovary in your notebook. Try to find out the names of many flowers as you can by asking the gardener or any other person. Remember not to pluck more flowers than you need based on what you have filled in table 4.3. Answer the following question. Do all flowers have sepals, petals, stamen, and pistil? Then flower mala sepal, pestil, stamen, pistil, do yung dua petal hala dua no. Or these flowers that do not have one or more these. Then it took flower yang dua kawa chick minuk yamana chick duk sirkan sort dolo. Or these flowers have parts other than these. Yeah, iman pa sepal, petal, stamen, pistil, man pa yang part yang dua you chini his and kanjik tuas to. Did you find any flower which has no difference between sepal and petal? Yang tizo flower dua kawangata hamigo. Petal ta yu somba sepal ka noxis sepal ta yu somba petal ka noxis malab distinguish JigmeYangChenDrukpa plants ring duga hasitro. Do you find any flower in which number of stamen is different from the number of petal? Petal and number ng stamen and number so yung kan dua jo petals nga manimena stamen mangpo yamana stamen nga manimena petals mangpo chok otos mangpo so different dua lo hala. Do you now agree that structure of flower are not always same? Tangata so kaya yat kapa tifyangata agree chara ki structure flower structure bo same man yama nosto number of petals sepal stamen and pistils may have be different in different flower sangme na so you are no second bo agree pata so alo some of these parts may even be absent at time. We have studied some features and function of the leaves, stems and root. We studied the structure of different flower. We will learn about the function of flower in higher classes. We will also learn about fruits in higher classes. Matang chinmo songte ma chinmi class na marik fruits nang yang structures kunis kula marik silendo. Okay, with this we end the chapter. Thank you. Okay, tate ona diring ata climbers scholar sel kya conduct na chachukjes creepers hala fibrous root type means so that tape root na fibrous root herbs lamina chino lome khane lome is shape wa zyada lateral root pura tape root e thama ona yang kanla lateral root midrib po lome jung ba hala zukshik rib ya me ovule bulge point ka parallel venetations na atai mid ribs kun parallel venetation is as a parallel it kan hala petals chazat petioles chazat photosynthesis petal reticular sepals shrubs stamen taproot transpiration trees vents ithamas ko lang ata diring silskya. That's it. Thank you.